It's Johnny Jones. I'm here at home, and today we have the Unit and Bearcat BC350A. This is a scanner that I picked up on eBay. Now these scanners usually go for about $50 used, and I think they're closer to 80 to 100 new on eBay. I don't know how old it is. It's several years old. There are some newer models, but still a very nice little scanner. It scans multiple bands, but first let me tell you this. This thing right here was $10 because it did not work. So I figured out something in my years of selling on eBay, because I started selling and buying on eBay when I was 15 years old using my mother's account, a long time ago. And I found out that if you buy used stuff, or broken stuff, I mean parts only, listed untested or parts only, about 20 to 30% of the time you're going to get something that works or has a very simple issue wrong with it. I just think it's because nowadays people don't know how to do anything other than plug up a smartphone, and in fact a lot of people don't even know how to hook up a radio, like a CB radio. The amount of listings I see on eBay of people going, I don't know how to hook it up, I don't know if it works, untested on a CB radio that I get for really cheap. It's an astronomical amount of people that do that. People my age, of course, which is sad. So I bring it home, I get it in the mail, I plug it up, and then it instantly works. No problem. They said it didn't turned on fine. They must have had an issue with low power or something wrong with their power cable or something. But so it didn't have a power cable, so I just used it's supposed to be for 13.8, you can see back there, 13.8 volt DC. I used a 12 volt connector for a radio, a handheld radio, that would plug into a cigarette lighter plug or a 12 volt plug. We've had that discussion before. They're the same thing technically, but one came before the other, yada yada yada. But I didn't want to use that because obviously that means I have to use a lighter plug connected to a power supply and then hooked into the back of this, so that'd be a pain in the ass. So luckily on the same day, luckily on the same day, I ended up getting this right here. This is only people like me would buy this, but this is all connectors. This is full of ham stuff, CB stuff, cable. Oh, let me just rephrase that so I don't sound like so much of an idiot. PL259, BNC, SMA, tons of connectors in here. Of course, you have adapters. There's one right there. There's a BNC adapter to PL259 cord. There's multiple adapters in here. There's another one. So, anyways, long story short, I got this for like $20 altogether, shipping and everything, which I was really happy with. I mean, if you don't know how much these things are worth, then you'll probably think I overpaid, but these things on eBay go for a ton of money. And anyway, so in that, I found this right here. It's a little power connector, and just so happens that it fits perfectly in the back of our Bearcat radio. Yay! So now all we have to do is unscrew this, which I will do behind the camera because, I'm sneaky, and we'll just solder it up. I'm going to use a Wii power supply probably. It's 12 volt, but I think it puts out a little more than 12, and that could be adjusted if I wanted to, but I'm not really worried about making it higher than 12 volts, because 12 volts will run this no problem, even though it's for 13.8. Radios are the same way. CB radios, you can run them off of 12. I prefer not with a radio because you're transmitting, but with this right here, you're not gonna have to worry too much about losing power. So anyways, I'm gonna solder this up, and let's check out what I'm gonna set this up as, or what the setup's gonna look like in the kitchen. So here's the Wii power brick. Yeah, I do have two of them. I have one that I use to test radios, and this is the other one I had stored away. They're easy to come by. All I have to do is take the end off here, use a multimeter to test polarity, and solder it up, and we should be good. Now, because that wire was actually shielded around the center, I will go ahead and assume that that's probably going to be negative, and the center should be positive. We will see, though. It's hard to get all this shit in the shot. So let's see here. Set it on. We don't have it on 20 volts. Now we have it on 20 volts. Okay. So let's see here. Yep. That was a lot harder than it reasonably should have been, because this wire is just too damn thick. These little plugs I don't think were made for this diameter of wire, so it's been a pain trying to snip it down to a certain diameter. Yeah, not fun. Alright, the cord is completed and it's hooked up, so let's see if it does something. I've already checked continuity to make sure the wires inside are not touching each other, because we don't want that to happen. And if everything goes well, there we go. She is hooked up and working. And the power brick is a little big compared to it, but this will be put in the kitchen. And we're already locking on to stuff. But we don't actually have an antenna hooked up, which is the next thing on the agenda, of course. We have to make an antenna, either make one or hook up a CB antenna. Actually is what I used for mine, and it got 2 meters and 10 meters and stuff. It was fun for that, and of course it picked up higher, a little bit higher, but you know, there's of course going to be some attenuation at certain frequencies, of course, you know, because you're going to have high impedance at certain frequencies. So what you can do is make a multi-band antenna, and this is going to be receive only, so you can just attach all sorts of different lengths to this antenna to try to cover a lot of the band. But I don't know if we'll do that or not. But I'm just happy it's working, and we'll come up with something, because I got a whole box of connectors. So definitely can come up with something there. I mean, goddamn, I can make an antenna out of connectors damn near it. Okay, so right off the bat, there are 2 B and C adapters. I think I might use this one here and just strip, because I have a lot of RG6 I could use instead of using a CB antenna. But right now we might just use a CB antenna just to make sure she's working fine. But I'm seriously considering that, because I do have a lot of RG6 that I could run an antenna up with, but we'll see. I totally forgot that I have these antennas that I got from my friend Tater, and that will work perfectly right there. That will hook up on this end, and we should be able to receive a lot of the higher frequencies quite well. I'll put this on the damn microwave or something. So let's hook it up. There she is. Let's try it out. All right, that is secure and in place. So let's see if we get anything without having that on any metal surface at all. I mean, it's possible considering how much I got without an antenna on it when I plugged it up last time.
responding.
Yep. Ah, screw it. Let's try 2 meters.
4 hours straight working after the hurricane because the security guards wouldn't come in.
Yeah. Now let's see, Miami Vice, they filmed at night sometimes, didn't they?
Yeah, I worked on the set of Miami Vice. You know the place where they have their office? I worked right there. I was out back, working security. I had to open the gate, so when they come in, and, you know, the limousines come in, I had to open the gate for them.
And a week and a half later, we are back, and these are the songs of today. Today's song is Nirvana, In Bloom. Nirvana is one of those hit or miss bands for me. I think they're a little overhyped, but I certainly did like In Bloom. The video's kind of, not great, but, you know, it is what it is. Maybe you'll like it. And so, just in case you don't, I do have the Rolling Stones' Beast of Burden. This is not the official video. There is an official remaster, but I don't like listening to remasters. For some reason, I just don't. I like listening to the original version, and maybe I'm crazy. But anyways, my next video is going to be just a little update on the shit that's been going down a week and a half, and why it's been so long since I posted anything. Anyways, yeah, it's Johnny Jones. I'm here at home, and I'll see you later.